Fake HOA cop blocked my SUV at the gate. Then the military convoy behind me surrounded him. There's bold, and then there's stupid. Standing in the middle of a public road and trying to stop a military convoy lands you squarely in both. My name is Major Elijah Maris, U.S. Army Logistics Command, based out of Fort Ingram. 22 years in service. And last Friday was the first time I saw a suburban clipboard nearly trigger a national security incident. It started with a route change. Our convoy, 13 Humvees, a comms truck, and 2 armored transports was rerouted due to flash flooding on Highway 16. We had emergency clearance to move through several suburban access points to reach the northbound rail yards. One of those access points was Foxgate Trails, a neighborhood known more for lawn statues than logistics. We weren't planning to stop, just pass through, until we met him. I was driving lead, unmarked, matte black SUV with base clearance decals and comms uplink. As I approached the neighborhood exit gate, a man stepped into the road, not a city officer, not a sheriff's deputy, just a middle-aged white man in a polyester uniform with Foxgate Community Enforcement stitched above a fake badge. His name tag said Carl. He held up a stop sign like he was directing kindergarten traffic. I rolled down my window. Calm. Sir, I need you to clear the road. We've got a federal convoy 10 seconds behind me. Carl smirked. This is a private street. It's not. It's county maintained. I'm authorized by the HOA to regulate passage, military or not. You're not getting through without clearance. I paused. That convoy behind me is carrying classified comms gear and medical equipment. You're not authorized to stop us. Step aside. Carl leaned in, eyes scanning my dashboard. No decals I recognize. You could be anyone. He stepped in front of my bumper, arms wide like a cartoon traffic cop. And that's when the rest of the convoy came into view. 12 Humvees, soldiers in full gear, radio chatter lighting up. One by one, the vehicles rolled to a halt behind me. Some dismounted. A medic stepped out to secure her truck. A sergeant approached my window, squinting. Sir, what's the holdup? I didn't speak. I just nodded toward Carl. The sergeant stepped forward, helmet still on. Sir, you need to move now. Carl held his ground. This is HOA jurisdiction. You can't just barrel through our community. Then came the moment. The convoy commander exited the second vehicle, Colonel Janet Wexler. She walked up slowly, sunglasses on, stern, dead silent. She stopped 2 feet from Carl and said, You are interfering with a federally authorized mission. You have 10 seconds to clear this road, or I will order your removal. Carl blinked. Karen appeared across the street in a pastel sweater, screaming, This is our neighborhood. These people weren't approved. A soldier turned his body cam toward her. Carl stammered. We just have standards. You can't just roll in like this. I finally stepped out of my SUV, flashed my military ID. Major Elijah Maris, U.S. Army? What's your full name and affiliation? He didn't answer. So I gave the order. Colonel, you're clear to proceed. She turned to her team. Advance on my command. Escort local interference to the curb. Carl was gently but firmly removed by 2 MPs. Karen screamed about calling the governor. The convoy moved. The next day, the footage hit the internet. HOA enforcer blocks. Military convoy gets flanked. Karen tries to stop the army. Fails. By Monday morning, Carl was under investigation for impersonating law enforcement. The HOA was exposed as a disbanded entity from 5 years ago. No legal right to erect gates. No city authorization to control traffic. The town council revoked the neighborhood's access to barrier controls. The sheriff's department issued a countywide alert on unauthorized security operations. Carl was fined. Karen resigned from every committee she'd self-appointed herself to. And the convoy, we made it to the rail yard on time. But the best part, the very next week, Fort Ingram was asked to consult on emergency preparedness training for the very county Karen lived in. Guess who got assigned liaison duty? Me. I walked into that town hall wearing full uniform. Karen refused to make eye contact. I led the meeting with one line next time: know the difference between a convoy and a neighborhood watch. Because when you stand in the path of real service with a fake badge, you don't just stop a truck, you stop progress, and eventually, you get run over by the truth. The end.